Hey gang, Martin here with CoinRingUSA.com, and today's video is actually going to be two tips that I wanted to bring to you. One of them is going to be regarding using and protecting the folding cones, and the other one's going to be when you actually go ahead and utilize the ring stretching machine if you have one of my stabilizing reduction dies. Now I've got a $50 here, 1942 Walking Liberty $50, and I'm going to put it in the $50 side here of my stabilizing reduction die. And one of the things that I noticed when I went and put in the smallest size folding cone underneath the ring stretcher, underneath the ram, you'll see that it's just off by a tiny little, the least little bit. And this one here is the Durston ring stretcher. This one actually has the least amount of throw between the bottom of the ram head and the bottom of the unit itself. My understanding is a lot of the other ring sizing machines out there actually have a little bit more room. So this was a first initial issue that I saw when I went and tried to actually go ahead and put it underneath. So quick solution for that, you want to just simply take an appropriate sized bearing ball. If you still have them, don't throw them away. This one here I believe is a 1/2 inch plastic bearing ball. You'll see it fits right in the center. And what you want to do is simply do a partial first fold. Again, you don't even want to do a complete initial first fold. You just want to be able to do it partially, and you can see that there's plenty of clearance here from the bottom of the ram head to the top of the Delrin bearing ball. So if you want to just get that in there level, put it straight underneath and bring it down just partially. Just like that. So there we go. As you can see, I've done what I call just a partial first fold with the plastic Delrin bearing ball, and when I take out the $50, you can see that I've barely folded it over. There isn't much there. There isn't much folding going on. However, the important thing now is that I can take my smallest size Mini-Mandrel folding cone, put that in there like so, and you can see that it now has enough room to actually go ahead and fold it further, to begin that folding process after you've initially done it with the bearing ball. And there you go. You can see now much more of a fold to the $50. As you know, in the previous video that I shot, it's very important that you actually bevel both sides. You want to round out both sides to protect your cones. And it got me thinking, when you guys saw me here initially folding this $50 with the bearing ball, I would even consider doing this even if you have plenty of clearance, if you're using the stabilizing reduction dies or the standard reduction die, underneath your ring sizing machine, to do your partially initial first fold with the plastic Delrin bearing ball instead of using the folding cone. And here's the reason why. When you have the coin now, I know it's already bent, but if you can just imagine it being completely flat, before you actually go ahead and fold the coin rather, when you put in the folding cone, the edge of my fingers here was the coin, and then I put in the folding cone. You can see that the edge is completely perpendicular with the surface here of the folding cone, and this is where you're going to get the most amount of wear and tear. It's when the coin is at that complete flat perpendicular edge before you go ahead and press it down. So by folding it down partially with a Delrin plastic bearing ball, A, you're going to still protect the detail on the inside of the coin because you're using the Delrin, and B, you're going to get the coin's edge away from being completely perpendicular to actually start to have that folded aspect of it, so it's not going to have the most amount of wear and tear. It won't put the most amount of force on your folding cone. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little dual tip here. Go ahead and subscribe in the lower right hand corner if you haven't already. Go ahead and continue to send me suggestions and comments. This was actually it was interesting. I had noticed this initially, but I want to thank Bryce for actually emailing me as well and saying, hey, what's going on with the with using the folding cones in terms of not having just enough space. So thanks again, Bryce. Really appreciate that. And if you guys have any comments and suggestions, go ahead and send them to me. You can also go to CoinRingBlog.com. You can follow me there. You can leave a comment as well. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. Take care.